Today I want to show you a vintage bivvy tent that I bought 37 years ago. It's made by a company called Sierra West. Although this company is not in business anymore, it went out of business back in the late 80s. I wanted to show you this tent because it's such a good tent, and I think there's a lot that current tent makers could learn from looking at things that Sierra West made. Sierra West was the first company to incorporate Gore-Tex, which is a breathable, waterproof material. They're the first company to incorporate Gore-Tex into their clothing and outdoor equipment. This tent is very lightweight, weighs about 2.5 pounds, something like that, maybe 3. But I'll set it up and I'll show you. And here it is. It takes about 10-15 minutes to set up. But I want to tell you the Sierra West Company was founded by Rich Kelty and Rick Scott. Rich Kelty was the son of the owner and founder of Kelty Outdoor Equipment Company. They make packs and sleeping bags and things like that now. I've had this tent, like I said, 37 years, and it's still going strong. I've used this tent countless times. It's sagging a little bit right now. Doesn't usually do that. It's because I'm set up on a rock. There's a large rock right there, so I can't really stretch it out like I need to. But when it's stretched out properly, it won't sag. It won't sag, it doesn't touch your body. Has this nice rain fly. What I like about it is it's very low profile. It's well ventilated. As well as that front screen door. It also has ventilation back here. There's also a screen in the back. You don't need a rain fly, which is great. Rain flies do nothing but add extra weight to the tent. This is Gore-Tex top. You don't need anything else. You don't need a tarp over it. You don't need anything. The bottom is very rugged. Sometimes I use a ground cloth. Sometimes I don't. Depends on the terrain. But this has been a great tent. And like I said, I've had it for a long time. It's been all over the United States, Canada, parts of Europe, all over. And the only drawback to this type of tent is if you're slightly claustrophobic, this is not the tent for you. Friends used to call it the coffin. So maybe coffin tents are not for you. But I also forgot this. American flag, optional. I always used to mount it on the front, especially when I went to a foreign country. Let them know where I'm from. But only reason I'm reviewing this vintage tent that's no longer made, the Sierra West Company itself is no longer around, is that it's such a good tent. And I'd like to stress that you should take good care of your equipment, and it'll last a long, long time. Buy the best equipment you can get, take care of it, and it should last you a lifetime. I take good care of this stuff, and like I said, buy the equipment like your life depends on it. Because if you're isolated miles and miles and miles away from anyone else, your life does depend on your equipment. So you can get by with cheap gear, some kind of cheap gear. But if you're going to sleep out in the wilderness, far from home, buy the best you can get. I forget how much this tent cost. It's impossible to look it up. But it's still going strong. It's still a good tent. It's been a while since I set it up. I haven't set it up since last summer, so it's a little saggy. But like I said, if you set it up properly, stretch it out, it won't sag like that. This nice front door here. Lower that. If it starts to rain, no need for a tarp. No need for a rain fly. This is a perfect solution for one person camping trip as far as I'm concerned. So I just wanted to show you that, and I hope some other tent companies learn from Sierra West because they made some great stuff. The newer bivvy tents, none of them I've seen are as good as this one. They sag a lot. Then you need to have a rain fly, which adds extra weight to the thing, unnecessary. They're flimsy. They don't have the ventilation this one does. I think modern tent companies need to learn a lesson from Sierra West. Start making some much better tents. Okay, well, thanks for joining me today. And get out there and have some fun in the woods. Thanks for watching.